I don't get it. If they don't need the money, and they're not saying they need the money, they're just saying they don't like to drive there. Like,
What are you talking
I'm
about?
sending a voice note. It's really upsetting to me because I'm just like, okay, can you just do me a favor and help me? Like, why are you being difficult and telling me you hate driving down there and you need more than, even what the gas is? If there's even need the gas, like, do they have a job? Do they have to gas their car anyway? Why are they being difficult? You just need them to do you one damn solid.
People do not want to do anything for me unless I have something to offer for them, monetary wise or either a blunt. And these people be the blunt is what really get me. That's what really get me, girl. Bitches don't be wanting to do anything. Oh, you got a blunt? Oh, I need a blunt. Oh, you got a blunt? I'm a fucking. I don't need to say this in no audio message, but I'm a lace stay blunt one time, bitch. Stop asking me, do I got a fucking blunt?
Welcome back to my channel. I am your favorite mother of three, Bougie Vintage, and today's video is a lot. So let's get right on into it. Obviously, if I wanted to do this video, I would have done it a long time ago, right? But I never thought I was gonna have to do this video, or at least I didn't want to think that I was gonna have to do this video, which happens to me a lot, where I'm like, oh Lord, please don't let it be, because God will tell me stuff that is gonna happen, and then I'm just like, please don't let it happen, but it happens. Okay, some of you might already know that I knew about the video 2 days before the video dropped. Now, when I was informed that the video was dropping, I was actually on a 5-day fast. When you are on a 5-day fast, you are weak, girl. I had never done a 5-day fast before. I didn't know why God was telling me to go on a 5-day fast, but I went. I was obedient. I fasted, and on day three of the fast, God revealed to me that this video was coming out, but the person had told me that the video is coming out on my birthday, a whole series, and I'm following up with a mixtape called I Don't Get Paid Enough for This. If you know my Instagram, you know that that is my username. So since I knew that this video was coming out in April, I'm thinking to myself, do I respond? Do I not respond? Because I was more so leaning to not responding because I know what happened and I knew who this person was. By the time they figured out that I knew who they were, I already knew. I was never sure if I was going to respond. But based on how yesterday went, which was Wednesday the 21st? The 21st? The 20th? Whatever it was, girl. I decided that, I would give him what he wants and give him the attention that he's been seeking for months. The thing about me is I don't drag a few kinds of people. I don't drag people that are mentally ill. I don't drag people that are dealing with sobriety or, addiction issues. And I don't drag people under the age of 30 that are severely suffering with abandonment issues from toxic households. I don't do it. Jalen is 21. I am 31. I am a mother. I have a lot of things going on that y'all don't know about. Positive things afoot. Okay. And this right here is not my swag. Okay. This right here is really silly to me and crazy. I decided that I would come and keep it cute, keep it short as possible, of course. And then you know what? After you watch this video, we could do a live Q&A if you feel like you have unanswered questions. And then we're just going to forget about this whole damn thing because I think it really shows his true character. And based on the DM that he sent me yesterday, he got y'all fooled. Okay, he conned who he could con, but the real girlies know because one, the girls in my Discord have seen the actual receipts. They know what actually happened and they know he's lying. And I just need people to have like one morsel of a brain cell to realize that video makes absolutely no sense. What he's saying makes absolutely no sense. So I'm just here to state facts. I'm not here to drag him because there is no, I get no pleasure out of that. Now, what I will say is I have zero to gain from lying on Jalen. If I wanted to gain anything off of Jalen, I would have done a video a long time ago. But I knew that if I did a video a long time ago, this was going to get dragged and dragged and dragged. And he was going to use it to boost his channel because he's been using my channel to boost his channel since the beginning of the damn Stone Age, right? And I didn't want to be used anymore. And I'm allowed to have that boundary. So God put an end to it. And that's on period. Now, the DM that I received from Jalen yesterday, I got 2 DMs. I don't have him as a friend. He's restricted. So on Instagram, he messaged me at 9 something in the morning and then again at 12 something, but I didn't see it till today on Thursday. This was the DM. And y'all know I don't cuss, so it says, B, I hope you're ready for capital WAR, war. And then at 12:16 p.m. he messaged me again, sending me the link to the video that was in his story, or he mentioned me in his story. I didn't see it because I don't check my Instagram, and I'm not the kind of gal that has Instagram notifications coming to her home screen. Baby, my Instagram notifications are turned off always. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm just there to comment funny things and troll. Okay, that's all I'm there for on Instagram. I might post a pic or a reel here and there, but I'm not on there like that, so notifications don't come to me, because a lot of the times when I comment on stuff, my comments get a lot of likes, and I don't need that killing my battery. One of my last comments that I left on this weird video has over 200,000 likes. What? Like, what? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, a lot of things were said in that video. There is voice recordings of me telling what happened for real life in the video, and I'm just like, well, this happened, so why are we including it as evidence? Like, I was a little confused by that, because that happened. The way that Jalen is trying to manipulate the situation is in a few ways, but one of the ways is alleging that I owe him $7,000 damn dollars, and that I was supposed to pay him $1,500. That was never the case. Never the case. I have the text message right here that tells him 1,000 Canadian dollars, because if you know anything about anything, the Canadian dollar is horrible. It's bad. Listen, all the Canadian girlies know, if you're on an American website and you get to that checkout, you might change your mind, okay? Because the American conversion rate is disgusting, okay? Canada to US, it makes you rich, okay? So we don't really like that, right? So I was letting him know it's $1,000 Canadian. I have never offered anybody that I have tried to hire to edit my video. Why would I offer him more than I offered my sibling? Like, I offered my sister the same amount of money to edit my videos. Why she never ended up editing my videos was because I would ask her to edit them and she was busy, okay? Point blank period. She was too damn busy for me, and I needed somebody that was going to be hands-on editing my videos, because I had just started my membership. My work increased like this. I went from COVID, okay, and opening a tiny little nail salon in my house, to then all of a sudden getting back into my YouTube bag like never before. I didn't expect it. Okay, God is good. I didn't expect it, but my membership changed my life, and I will forever talk about that. Like, it changed my life, and especially because of the timing that happened at. This is how you know, ooh, God is on my side. So the timing of my membership and the timing of when my life was taking a serious drastic change went hand in hand, and it was just a beautiful transition for me. I didn't know how we were gonna make it, but we made it, and I was very pleased with my Lord God. Okay, I was very pleased, because he sure did his big one on that one, and I was very happy with it. I'm still happy with that. Okay, he got hired by default. Let's make that very clear. Who I was trying to hire before, it wasn't going to work. So I was desperate, because I definitely had a lot of work, and being a mom on top of that, I needed somebody to take over, because before 2022, I had never ever hired anybody to edit my work. I'm a one-woman show. I'm very, very particular. I like my things a certain way, and if you don't do it that way, I'm gonna send it back, which happened a lot, which actually ended up having me edit my own videos, send them to him, and say to him, just put some memes in there, okay? And I think there's like a text message even where he refers to himself as a professional memer or something like that, right? Because he wasn't editing my videos properly. I was constantly having to send them back to him, okay? And so on top of that, he didn't edit my membership videos. He was only editing my main channel videos. And sometimes I would have maybe 3 videos to edit. Other times I would only have 1 video to edit. Before I hired him, he was editing this lady's videos for like $5 to $10 a video. He got a dramatic increase on that. Like, a dramatic increase on what he was getting paid before. So for him to try to stunt on YouTube and act like I underpaid him and overworked him is crazy. Keep in mind, he was very young, still is, right? That's why we're here. Has no bills and doesn't have any responsibilities. And so because of that, he was very complacent, because he has a lot of enablers, and I became one of them. And I can say that I was definitely an enabler, because I have literal text messages where I tell Kenneth that he needs to front Jalen for his weed addiction because I'm tapped. I said I can't do it because I had already paid him and he coming back to me for more money like a real you know what head, and it wasn't okay. And so in the text message where I say $1,000 Canadian, let me be clear, okay, he got paid, right? But when you guys are seeing his screenshots, he's trying to make it seem like I paid him less than I even said, because you guys are seeing the American conversion. That's how bad the conversion is. 1,000 Canadian is 700 something American, depending on the day. You might get lucky and get $800, okay? But it depends on the day. There would be constant times where he would be like, I need something, I need money, and I would send him the PayPal screenshot of the conversion saying, this is what I'm sending you and this is what you're gonna end up with. So I would always be on PayPal like putting more money so that he could get a decent amount, because you know, whatever. Keep in mind, which I know he didn't tell you guys, was before, actually I don't know because I didn't watch the video. Before I hired Jalen, I was helping him financially. I was helping him financially before I hired him. That is part of the reason why I hired him. I said, okay, I can't just keep giving you money. You have to work for it. Like, I can't just keep giving you money. I was literally, he would be like, he's hungry, he needs smoke, he needs this, he needs that. And he gives you the sob story and he plays audio. He'll call you while him and his grandmother are at each other's throats. Like, it makes you uncomfortable, right? And so he'll call you while he's having this crazy stress, because he's manipulating you, right? And I knew partially at the time that that's what he was doing, or at least I caught on after a while and was like, yeah, no. But he would do that, and then, you know, I would send him some money to ease his little pain, okay? Like, because to me, what is $30 to me? It really was nothing. So I was just like, okay, whatever, he can have $30, whatever. But it got excessive because he would come to me too regularly. It wasn't like a here and there, like he asked me 1 month and then 4 months later come and ask me again. There's no problem with that. You know, I'm the type of person that if I have it, it's nothing. It'll trigger it if I got it, okay? So I just be giving it out, right? There's a problem, okay? So not anymore. I don't learn my lesson. Don't try to befriend me because you're not getting $1. You're not getting $1, okay? I have no dollars for you, okay? My kids are rinsing me right now. Rinsing me. The teachers are texting me at the school and they're like, my kids they have a tab at the school. A whole tab because they keep taking water from the damn canteen. I'm like, girls, you have your own water bottles. Make sure they're filled with the ice and the water, and you bring it to school and you drink it. Do not take water from school. And I told their teachers, do not get them water. They have their own water bottles. That's neither here nor there. Everybody trying to get a piece of the pie, child. Even to school. But no, seriously, it was too much, and that is why a big part of the reason I hired him. Now, you're probably like, Bo, why would you hire a subscriber? If I take y'all back to 2015, Jalen was a super fan. And that's why we're here. He went from super fan to crazy obsessed person, okay? That's what this is. 2015, he was a super fan. He had a fan page for me. And I, being the same from the time y'all met me, I've always interacted with you guys. So I interact with him, and he has a fan page. Of course I'm going to interact with him. I think I might have even followed the fan page, but I didn't follow him. On Snapchat was the same thing. He would message me here and there on Snapchat. Okay, cool. Well, we had a mutual friend. Now, the mutual friend is a YouTuber. He Flawless, Kenneth, right? And so I met Kenneth in 2016. I knew Kenneth before I knew Jalen, and Kenneth knew me before he knew Jalen. I saw that they were what I thought was close, but they weren't close. At least they just looked close, okay? So when I saw that they were close, I let my guard down. And somehow, some way, we ended up on like a three-way FaceTime. I think they called me. And, you know, from that time, it was kind of solidified. So he weaseled his way into my life. That's the bottom line. He weaseled his way into my life at a very vulnerable time because I had literally just left a very toxic, scary situation, and he came in after that. Now, in most cases, when you leave an abuser or a narcissistic person, your next relationship with a male that you are dating, there's a very high percent chance that it will be abusive, even worse. It might be physical abuse this time, right? You are more susceptible to it. Now, in the back of my mind, in the front of my mind, prefrontal cortex, girl, medulla oblongata, nothing. There was nothing in my mind that even rang and said, this friendship that you have is going to turn into that. Nothing, okay? I don't know why, but it just didn't. I had to catch up. Okay, no mustard. I had to catch up. So I'm just thinking, this is a young kid. He want a job. I'm going to give him a job. So I did. Somebody asked me earlier today on my live if I regret it, and I most definitely do. I don't really have a lot of regrets in my life, but there are certain things that if I could go back and use what I have now as discernment back then, I would. I think that Jalen is very convincing. I think that he's great at what he does, because I was not the only person at the time that this was happening that he was milking. There are so many women in my subscribers, especially my members, who were too swindled by him. And also he was collecting money from, or Uber Eats orders, or DoorDash orders, whatever it was, or $10 here and there for some weed, whatever it was, right? And they have admitted that to me, that they have given him money. I am not a person that racks up a debt. I'm not, okay? I'm not. So if I won't rack up a debt with the damn creditors, I'm not gonna rack up a debt with no human being. Keep in mind, this is somebody that is broke, homeless, whatever, right? They have actively talked about that, openly talked about their homelessness situation. And I was there for a lot of it. Do you think for 1 second that somebody that is that broke is gonna let you slide with even $5, $10, $20, $15, $50? Do you think they're gonna let you slide? No, they're gonna be in your text on your booty and saying, hey, when are you gonna send me my $20? Hey, I'm moving, bougie. I could really use that $7,000 you owe me. You know why you can't text me that? Because it's not true. Period. Point blank. It's not true. Okay? I don't owe him anything. Nada. Zip. I did everything for him. I even got him on food stamps. Do I look like I'm from the city of Memphis? I can't tell y'all to pause to read, so I'm going to leave this up on the screen. Hopefully you can read real fast, but if you need to come back to it after the premiere is over, your starting point is at 16 minutes and 49 seconds. These text messages are an exchange between myself, Jalen, and Kenny, where we're talking about the application for food stamps and him being upset with his mom because he wants her to send him food. Do I look like my name is Jalen? Do I look like I'm homeless? Sometimes when I wake up, girl, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, that's neither here nor there. Do I look like I live in a country that offers food stamps? No, but I had to apply for food stamps for him. That's how much I would overextend myself. And I applied for the food stamps because he refused to. It's like, I got denied 3 times. He's telling me he's calling me his mama name constantly. If I suggested you need to get a second job because you cannot live off of this, especially when you're squandering the money, you cannot live like this. You need to. I'm telling him, I'm giving him every motivational speech. Okay, call me Tony. What's the man name? Tony. The guy with the deep voice. The very powerful, deep voice man with the Tonys. Okay, him. That's what I was given. Okay, motivational speeches. Okay, it would be me. It would be Kenneth. We would sit him down and be like, you can't do this. Because the first time that I sent him the lump sum of money, mind you, I get paid once a month. Everybody knows this. That's the YouTube schedule. Once a month. I can live like that. I've been living like that for 10 years. Once a month. Okay, they pay you enough to your next check is going to stretch you probably the next 3 checks if you know what you're doing. He don't know how to do that. So what happened when I gave him his first paycheck of 1,000 Canadian dollars, he took 400, which is American. Okay, so he took 400 of the 700 something that he receives in USD and spent it on weed. That is over half of the money that I sent him. He bought marijuana. Okay, now people think you can't be addicted to weed. He is addicted. Okay, period. And I have the text to prove that. He's very much given. If he went on Judge Mathis would say, you have crackish ways, period. That's what he would have said. Okay? And I'm not even being funny. Like, this is a problem, and we had addressed the problem in the friendship. Me, Kenneth, we addressed the problem. So we said, you need to cut back on the weed. It's not that deep. And then he'll blame the fact that his grandma's home. He'll blame the fact that he's stressed and depressed and all these things. And we said, well, you need to put the smoke down, or you cut down, because you are spending 400 American dollars on weed, and you know that you're supposed to move out of the house. You know that you are gonna be hungry soon. You know all these things. And so this first check that he got was really the catalyst to me seeing, okay, he not good with money, and he not gonna be good with money, because he had told me prior to me paying him that what his goals were about moving out. Every other day was he needs to get out of that house. So me and Kenny are there motivating him and telling him, well, you need to stack the bread. You don't pay rent, you don't pay lights, you don't pay water. You just have to feed yourself, and you'll be out of there in no time. He made enough money while he was working for me to move out of that house, and if he would have behaved himself, he probably would have still had a job once I settled back in, because I've been pushing out content now. He could still be editing for me, but he was misbehaving, just like the people do, because I overextend myself. People take advantage of me, and God's like, and then I can't help you. I can't help you. Once God tells me and you, oh baby, I'm gonna stay out of his way. I'm not gonna do. I'm staying out of his way, because he's gonna handle it. These people don't fight with me; they fight with God, and that's on period. I don't fight with none of these people. They can lie on me all they want. I don't fight with them. It's not my battle. It's not my battle. So when he messaged me and says, "I hope you're ready for war," baby, you was fighting your own demons, and you are fighting with Jehovah Jireh. Okay, period. Jehovah Nisi. That's who you're fighting with. Don't tell me about no damn war, because I don't know nothing about that, baby. I am living peacefully under a palm tree. Period. This video is not supposed to be long. I hate myself. So I don't know if you guys need any more proof to debunk the fact that I don't owe this man $7,000, because that's just a crazy amount of money for, like, it's just crazy. And then if you're gonna say that I owe you $7,000, right? You at home watching, right? You, not him, you. Okay, so if I owe you $7,000, you're not gonna text me not one time, not one time. You're not gonna call me. You're not gonna be ringing down my phone. Text me from a fake number if you have my number, or if you have my iMessage. I didn't block this man. He never texts me, and that's what makes this whole situation crazy. Because I never blocked him to this day. I never blocked him to this day. And he never texted me and said, "Bougie, you owe me money." He never texted me and said, "Bougie, you owe me 7 racks." He never texted me and said, "You owe me even 1,200, 1,500, nothing. You owe me 1,000, nothing." He had a hard time grasping that if I'm not working, he's not going to be working. Now, we'll talk about that in a second, because I know Los Angeles and all these things, right? He had a hard time grasping that. And that's why I kept telling him, you need a second income. You cannot rely on this. I did it already for 10 years. I know when YouTube is low, it's low. Okay? There would be times I won't get no check. I got to wait two months to get a check off of the residuals. Okay? It was giving writer strike. Okay? Like, that's what it was giving sometimes. When I was really just not posting, like, that's what it was giving. But that was before membership. That was like 2000 and probably 20. I think I posted a bit more in 21. So that was like pandemic. Oh, ma'am. She wasn't cutting no YouTube check, okay? She wasn't cutting no. They weren't giving it out. All right? I already have lived through that. So I'm telling you need a second income. I'm also encouraging him by telling him, look, before I popped on YouTube to where I could live off of my wages, where was I? Shoppers Drug Mart. There's Shoppers Drug Mart Storytimes. I had no shame in working. He refused. He said he can't. He's making every excuse in the book. He can't get to work. He can't do this. He can't do that. Whole time, I got one of my membership girlies. Her family just moved to Memphis. They all jobbed up. They all jobbed up. We got a mail person. We got I think of somebody that works at the food, one of them food joints. And the daddy works somewhere else. Girl, everybody jobbed up. But the son, her brother, he got a job. And I think he's about Jalen's age. So what is the excuses about? He tried to say there's no this in the area. Oh, but there's all these Uber Eats cars that are coming to drop off food at your house. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It was just excuse after excuse. He was complacent and comfortable because if I didn't send him money, one of my members would, or one of his other friends from Memphis, or one of his other friends from another state. He just text them a little sob story and they send the money on down. He's giving the prices right. So that is a big thing that was happening. And so when the first paycheck was squandered on the weed, and then I don't know what he did with the rest of it. I can't remember what he did with the rest of it. You know, I don't have time to keep all these things in my head. But he squandered the check, and shortly after that came to me for more money. That's a problem. When he came to me for more money, I said, child, I just paid you. Like, What do you mean you need more money? Yeah, but I had to do this and I had to do that and I had to pay this person back. I said, why are you paying people back when you're not on your feet? You just got money. Like, why would you do that? And if you owe them and they've waited this long, they can wait a little longer. Wait till you have maybe 2 checks and can skim some off the top to give to that person, or split it in half, right? And put it aside. But he can't because he has an addiction. So he will spend it on rolls and freaking weed. He will buy weed before he buys food. That's how bad it is. And so I'm not going to take anything that he says seriously because I have seen it in 4 freaking K what kind of person I'm dealing with. And so that's why I'm like, the weed is messing his brain up because he's delusional. Like, absolutely delusional. I get it if he's upset that the friendship with me didn't work out. It is what it is. That's life. But you cannot mistreat people. And you cannot lie and steal from them and think it's going to be sweet after that and they're just going to want to be your friend. You can't take advantage of people and think that they're going to want to be your friend after. After that, first check, conversation, he asks me, he comes to me and he tells me, look, Bougie, I can't manage the $1,000 all at once. Can you split it into 2? I need to get paid bi-weekly instead. Okay, fine. I don't get paid bi-weekly, but I can make it happen for him. I can put his money aside and when he needs it, pay it. But in between that time, he would be like, oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. So I would deduct it. So if he's getting small amounts of money, it's because he would be asking me for little change in between because he ran out of weed or he ran out of food or he ran out of this or he ran out of that. I'm not a cash cow. I'm not footing the bill for things. So that's how he can manipulate y'all to thinking that I was underpaying him. No, he was spending the money before he got it. He asked me to split the check in 2. I split the check in 2 and he still wasn't able to make it work. Not my problem, period. Okay? And so I'm a very fair, easy, and laid back going girl. Okay? Easy like Sunday morning, baby. Easy like Wednesday morning. I'm easy like Wednesday morning, girl. You know Wednesday not easy, child. But no, I'm easy like Wednesday morning. So there was no reason for, if he had an issue, he couldn't come to me. But he knew he couldn't come to me because he was making stuff up in his head so that he could have the story to tell on YouTube for when his lights is about to go out or have already gone out. Like, that's what this is about. It's about making money off of me because I'm no longer paying him. Is it okay? No. Is it right? No. Do I know everything I've done for him? Yes. But I'm not the type of person that's going to throw it back in his face. Now, if you get on the internets and start saying, I did this, this, and this, and it's all a bag of lies, then what choice do I have? Which obviously is the corner he was trying to back me into. And so now I'm sitting here in my rainbow attire, okay, giving the girls what they need. Like, that's what we're doing here now, but it's a waste of my time, honestly. I have things that I have to be doing right now, and I'm not. Like making tacos, okay? I'm supposed to be cooking tacos right now, but I'm here sat in front of my camera talking to y'all about this nonsense. It's actual nonsense. You should have seen my mom when I told her that this was happening. Oh, she was cussing. She was cussing. I said, Mom, calm down. The Lord is watching. I'm fasting. We don't need that. I think he thought that I wasn't going to deduct. I think he thought if he asked me for $20 here and, $15 here, I wasn't going to deduct it off of his check. But I was straight up about that. Because I think I have a text where it says, okay, here's 50 now. When I'm going to send you $9.50 when it's payday, period. And that was like when he was getting the big one. That was that. And again, still never said, Bo, how you only sending me $9.50? Wouldn't you be sending me $14.50? No, because it never happened. The money situation, obviously, he also tried to say that I was trying to offer him food instead of money. That's not what happened at all. Sometimes I would tip him in an Uber Eats or DoorDash because he will literally text you and tell you, I'm so hungry, I'm starving. Where is your food? Where is your groceries? You have $400 worth of food stamps. What happened? After the whole mishandling of funds for the first time, and he gets into this argument with his mom about the damn food stamps, I said, I'm going to apply for you because clearly I went on the website and I saw you're not eligible. Everything on there makes him eligible. Why wouldn't he be approved? I said, you guys are filling out the application wrong because he's claiming it 3 times. So he said he refuses to do it. He's not doing it. I said, give me the damn website. I go on there. I get this man approved for the damn food stamps, period. Okay, because I am no child left behind. I am going to help wherever I can help, I'm gonna help. That's just my body, right? And so that's why I'm so, like, this is so beyond me. That's why I'm like, huh? He really got up on the internet and said, what? Okay. I get him on the food stamps. And so at this point, I'm excited because I'm like, okay, if he has now this $400 worth of food stamps and I pay him $1,000, he's gonna be able to do what's right with the money. Did he do what's right with the money? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And we were going through the same patterns back and forth. And then there was an incident where we were originally supposed to pay the Wi-Fi half and half, right? Because he's not only using the Wi-Fi to do my work, he's using the Wi-Fi for his leisure. So he should be paying the Wi-Fi bill. Matter of fact, I shouldn't have even been paying half of the damn Wi-Fi bill, but I was just going to chalk it up to a business expense, and that's just what it was. We agreed to pay half and half on the Wi-Fi, but I don't have the email come that says Wi-Fi is due. So I'm not going to know to pay it unless he tells me, because I don't know the dates, right? I don't know. He's not going to tell me. When I'm paying him, he doesn't remind me, hey, you know, need Wi-Fi money. Right. I think there's one text message, but it wasn't that pay. It was something else, and he told me to throw an extra $73 on there for the Wi-Fi, which was confusing because half of the Wi-Fi was not $73. That's neither here nor there. He didn't really have Wi-Fi before that. Like, he was like bumming off of his neighbor's Wi-Fi. He's a bum. He was bumming off of his neighbor's Wi-Fi because his grandma had cut off the Wi-Fi. She was doing a lot of stuff to get him out of her space. And I now see why. But that's neither here nor there. She cut off the Wi-Fi, so he needed to get his own Wi-Fi. He got his own Wi-Fi. Wasn't telling me. Then one day messages me and tells me that it's going to be cut off. And I'm confused because, well, one, I live in Canada, so like you can literally not pay for 6 months and then you'll get cut off. It was maybe 3 months. And he's telling me they about to cut it off. And I'm like, what do you mean they're about to cut it off? You weren't paying it? Because he could have paid it and then I reimburse him, you know? Like, that's the sensible thing to do. You need the Wi-Fi for work. Why wouldn't you pay that bill? It's your one bill. And you're a YouTuber. At least you want to be, right? You want to be a YouTuber. You're now working for a YouTuber. You're not going to pay the damn Wi-Fi bill? It's like $50 or whatever. Like, I don't even know how much it costs. But either way, it might have been like 80. I don't even freaking know. It was Xfinity by Comcast. So I'm like, you're not gonna pay the Wi-Fi? You calling me to tell me that it's cut off and that you have no money? So at this point, he knows I'm gonna have to come up out of pocket to pay it. He tells me the bill amount, and I'm like, huh? How did it get so high? This doesn't make no type of sense. And then, so obviously, he's editing for me. I need him to edit for me at this point. I don't have an option, so I'm back into a corner. So I pay the Wi-Fi bill that has been now racked up. And so maybe I'm negligent in not like saying, hey, make sure you remind me about the Wi-Fi bill. But like, I have my own bills in Canada that I'm paying for. You're getting a notification. What you should be doing as soon as you get that notification to your email is sending it to whoever is supposed to pay the damn bill or half of the bill. Send their money, whatever. Okay, he was doing none of that. So I'm in the dark. He tells me Wi-Fi finna get cut off. I pay the Wi-Fi bill. It's back to zero. We're smooth freaking sailing. I'm frustrated, but we're smooth sailing, okay? Then, fast forward, and you know what? I can't even say then, fast forward. I don't know if things happen then, like, I don't know if things happen before or after. I just know that they happened. So then there was an incident with Wi-Fi again, where, I think it was this incident. I think I sent him the money for the Wi-Fi. It was like $300 something, I believe. I sent him that money, and then he took the money, knowing it was for the Wi-Fi, and was having an album release party. He booked the venue with the money that I sent for the Wi-Fi and tried to act dumb after, claiming he didn't know what the money was for. What? Me and Kenneth were on the phone with him, and I was dragging him for filth that day. I was so mad. I'm like, because if you're confused about the money, why you didn't message me and be like, hey, what's this money for? No, you had your agenda and you wanted to use it for what you wanted to use it for. So that was the first time that he robbed me. Then had the audacity to get on my live, right? I was premiering a video, and he got on my live and tried to tell my members, y'all, she tried to fire me. And I said, tell them what you did. Took my money and used it to book a venue and do all these things for this damn album release party. What the hell? What the hell? I was livid. And again, I had to come up out of pocket. Obviously, you're probably like, okay, but why you didn't just fire him then? Because it was too late. I had too much work to do. I didn't know where the hell to even look for another editor. I was kind of stuck in my predicament. I have my kids to deal with. I got so much stuff going on back at the ranch. Okay, like, and I'm working and I'm editing and I was a one-woman show before, but I had no problem with a one-woman show. It was just me and Jehovah. Okay, now or then, girl, trouble. When he says that I owe him money, it's a slap in the damn face because he literally owes me money. He took my money and did whatever he wanted to with it, and I didn't make him give it back to me. I did not make him give it back to me. Like, what? So then I told him at that point, if you're ever confused about anything, you need to message me, call me, beat me. If you need to reach, girl, do that. Because I don't have time for this. Like, you're not going to keep playing this game with me and try to act confused. I didn't know what it was for. Yes, you did. Like, you thought I was just sending it just because? Like, what the hell do you think this is? So I tell him, if you're confused, I don't care if you're confused about if I want you to edit a big toe onto my shoulder. If you are confused about anything, if you're confused about what my favorite food is, call me and ask me. Do not make an assumption. Do not just do what you want to do, especially if there's money involved. You need to ask questions if you are claiming you are confused. But he wasn't confused. He was just a liar. And of course, that wasn't the end of it. That was just a real pattern, right? And so he's a professional panhandler. He had no care in the world about begging. He would always beg, and he'd always come with a sob story. I had text messages that was like, do you want food or cash? Because he would come with his sob story, and I'm like, you want food or cash? Which one is it? And he'd tell me he want cash because he gotta buy smoking rolls. I could play the audio. On a Wednesday, he sends me a Beyonce thingy. At 11 o'clock in the morning, I send him an emoji back. He's like, I'm going to die. I said, Lord, what? He tells me the sob story. The card isn't here yet. He's talking about the food stamp card. It's been ordered 49 years ago. I literally ate popcorn with some effing mustard on it yesterday because I got a bag from my neighbor. I'm sat here going 4 days without actual meals whenever my grandma wants to give me something. But these last 2 weeks, she's been mad at the world. So it's been every man for themselves. Every time I try to get some help from my mom, she just want to ask why I am hungry or what happened to my job. And I don't feel like explaining once again I'm unemployed. If he knows he's unemployed, why is he saying to y'all that I owe him money? He's literally in the text saying I am unemployed. Girl, you better look at this in damn 4K. He's saying it right there. He's unemployed. He knows he's not working because I'm not working. So how could I owe him money? Anyway, I don't feel like explaining again. Once again, I'm unemployed. It's the same old cycle, and it's literally been a whole 12 effing months. I'm tapped the F out. I said popcorn with mustard is crazy. It was spicy mustard. I said, I guess the Lord knew you want groceries, a meal, or some cash. That's what I asked. Just being a friend. Just being a friend. What do you need? That's who I am. What do you need? I know he's giving me a sob story, but I want him off my damn line. What do you need? So he's like, and I'm just putting this together. I said it's giving Lizzo. Baby, you should have done a nasty mukbang. Okay, I'm just trying to lighten the mood. I really don't take anything seriously. And he sends me the hand in the face emoji or me-moji. I'm sat here crying literally tears and talking, and you're talking about some Lizzo, like this not eating ish. And then I said, story time. I'm starving. Watch me eat popcorn and mustard. I was dead serious. I'm YouTube minded, okay? I'm thinking, what is going to help this man make money and go viral? Do you not think that video would have went viral? Because I still to this day think it would have went viral. especially because people were already following his homeless story and he was getting traction. Use it to your advantage is all I was saying. So then he said, I haven't even had energy to film. I said, you want cash or food? He said, you can send some cash. I really want to order some Popeyes to eat off for day. He said, maybe Wingstop. I don't know. I'm going to explode on the first bite. No joke about the popcorn. And sends me this nasty picture of his, I'm going to put it sideways, girl. But because I was already in Jamaica at the time, my PayPal was acting up. It wanted me to switch my SIM cards. So I sent him that and I told him PayPal's being annoying. And I told him to let me log in to his DoorDash, right? And then I can order the food and then he can do his little scam that he be doing on the damn DoorDash. And that was that. And that would happen very frequently and very regularly, where he was begging for food or smoke or whatever. And so, I mean, where does he think that this money is coming from? So at this point, he is unemployed. And so I am just helping him out as a friend. But he knew he was unemployed. So that means you're not going to be getting a check anymore because I'm not working. So what do you want from me? You know, like, I didn't do anything wrong. And then you can't make the figures make sense. Like, I don't know who did the math for him, but even Nola could do better math than that. Like, I don't know who did the math for him, but it ain't mathing, baby. It's not. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything, so that's why I'm going to do the Q&A after, because if you have questions, you can just come over to the damn Q&A. Now, let's talk slightly about Los Angeles, because I know he was very grieved about the Los Angeles trip. Baby, if y'all were watching the channel, you know I went through quite a bit. You know I had no idea I was moving to Jamaica. You know I did not plan moving to Jamaica. I had planned a bougie world tour, okay, and I was going to go into the hot cities, and I was excited to meet my girls. But God had his plans for me, and there was nothing I could do about that. I did pay for myself and Jalen to go to Los Angeles. However, when I realized I wasn't going to get to go because of extenuating circumstances, that trip got canceled. Life happened. It got canceled. And it wasn't even a thing where, you know, at that time it really wasn't. I'm thinking, okay, I'll pick it up later. You know, it's just not meant to be right now. And when it's time to go, it's time to go, you know. But he never saw it that way, and he felt robbed of a trip. Now, he's telling everybody under the damn sun, anybody who will listen, that he was robbed of this trip. Now, as crazy as it is, initially I was going to let him just go and enjoy Los Angeles by himself, because I booked the flights with United. First thing that I realized was that I wasn't going to be able to get on the United flight because I didn't have I didn't have the thing. So the thing was the United app wanted me to upload this paperwork, and I said, hold on, sugar, I can't even do that. So what the hell? So that was the first inkling that I wasn't even going to get to go, or I needed to like cancel my United and fly into Los Angeles on a different flight, something, right? I think it went like that. Either which way, when I realized I'm not going to United, God is sending me over to Yad, okay, I was like, oh, well, I guess nobody's going, because on the very last day, I'm talking the last day, literally, I think it was 1 o'clock, and by 4 p.m., this is null and void. So at 1 o'clock, I realized I could still get 50% of my money back on the Airbnb, right? Because I booked the Airbnb, I booked the flights. It was a go, like that was it. But I realized I can get half of my money back on that, which would be helpful because I am packing up my house now and moving to Jamaica. So I'm like, okay, well, let me get my money back on the Airbnb. And so I did that. But it was literally 3 hours until that window closed. So that was a very divine appointment I had, okay, with God and Airbnb. So I got 50% of my money on the Airbnb, and the Airbnb wasn't cheap. After that happened, you know, he was upset that he wasn't going to get to go to Los Angeles anymore because he's so depressed and he's so this and he's so that or whatever. And, you know, I guess blaming me because he can't go to Los Angeles. But like, if you want to go to Los Angeles, then go get a second job and buy you a ticket and go. You live in America. Like, you live in America. It's a hop, skip, and a jump away. I'm in Canada. But he was always looking for me to foot the bill for everything, right? And so the same thing happened with Beyonce. And so behind my back, and that's the thing, I would do something for this man. I would help him. And then behind my back, he would be talking smack. But the people that he was talking smack to would come and tell me, right? And so he's not telling me these things. He's not saying, oh, I'm upset with Bo for this or that. He's telling them, they know that what I have said to him is logical. And so they'll be like, she's not wrong. And he'll start calling them dick suckers and dick riders and cussing them out because they're telling him that I'm not wrong. And it's just like, why are you doing that? You know? But he's young, I guess. I'm not going to blame this on being young. Because maybe at 21, if somebody sat me down and was like, girl, you live it wrong, I would have appreciated it. That's neither here nor there. So he ends up, I said this video wasn't going to be long, baby, it's long. I'm a woman of my word. And that's on period. So when it came to Beyonce, when they announced that she was going on tour, obviously I wanted to go on tour. I'd never seen her in concert before, right? And I knew I wanted to go to the Houston show because she's from Houston. So initially, that was going to be one of my tour stops. I was going to Los Angeles, then I was supposed to go to, I think, Atlanta, and then I was supposed to go to, I was going to Spain. I was so excited to go to Spain. Then I was going to Ibiza, girl, and then I was supposed to take a break and then go to Jamaica for 2 months with my mom and my kids. Like, this was what was supposed to happen. And then when Beyonce's concert rolled around, I was supposed to go to Houston. And I was supposed to do Dallas as well when we got to Texas. So that was my tour plans. And so I'm like, okay, that's when I'll go to Houston, when Beyonce's in town. Well, out of nowhere, just like this whole Jamaica business, God sits me down and he's like, you not going. I didn't see anything online. I didn't watch nobody video but talking about Beyonce's a witch and all these things. It was literally just a moment with God where he was telling me, you're not going to end up going to that concert, so just don't even bother. Okay? But because I had already told him, I got you on your ticket, I was going to keep my word. This person is so damn entitled that they thought that they were going to get some crazy ticket out of me, which was just, I was beside myself. They release the ticket amounts. And he sends me a screenshot of them. He's all excited. You know, he's a stan for Beyonce. He sends me the ticket amounts. And I'm looking at the ticket amounts like general admission is, huh? Keep in mind, he's sending me a currency that ain't mine. I already told y'all Canadian currency is horrible. But that's neither here nor there. He sent me the thing. I said, you're going to be sitting in general admission early access. I got the text to prove it, okay? And so I told him that straight up. General admission early access. Like, I have 3 kids. I have my mom. I have myself. Can't forget me. And I'm in the middle of moving to a new country. I mean, you're not my child. Like, I'm not going to be doing all kinds of stuff. Now, I said that I would do the tickets, so I'm going to do the tickets. Now, you're not even working for me, and I'm doing the tickets. I'm not going to do the tickets, and you're like not even grateful for wherever the hell you get to sit. You don't even just want to be in the building for free tickets, okay? He wants $700 tickets. I'm like, I am not paying $700 for no damn tickets, okay? Especially because I'm not going. Like, huh? I'm not going, and I'm paying $700 for tickets. It's different if I'm going to go and enjoy the experience and I'm like, I need somebody to come with me to see this, and I'm sitting there front row looking up Beyonce's hoo-ha, okay? Like, that's different. But if I'm not going, that's crazy, okay? So I'm like, you're getting general admission early access. If he want to put money on top of that, he can. And so when I tell him general admission early access, he didn't have anything he could say because he not paying for the tickets. So he tells me where his friends are wanting to sit, and I think that his friend, because they got the code or whatever, she had bought the tickets in advance and was allowing him to pay her on payday. So when that happened, and I sent the money, I sent 500 Canadian dollars. His ticket was 584 in his currency. So when I sent 500 Canadian dollars, it came to like high threes. And then he just needed to put $200 on top of that, and he would have had his ticket, right? Now, he had been saying he's going to 5 shows, he's going to go this tour, this date, this date, this date, this date. And me and everybody else around him was like, how are you getting to these shows? And how are you going to go to these shows? You don't have a job. You're not working. You're refusing to work. You're homeless, essentially, because your grandma's about to leave. Like, how are you going to get to 5 shows? And he's like, his income taxes. I said, baby, Judge Mathis would have for sure told you. You ain't getting those damn income taxes. And if anybody tells you they gonna do something with the income taxes, it's never happening. It's never happening. What income taxes? You've been unemployed. Like, what, he got a kid we don't know about? Like, what's happening? We were like, okay, he is delusional, right? And so, people are having side convos. Like, is he okay? Because why is he saying that he is going to go to 5 shows? He don't even have money for one show. I'm paying for the one show. And then he was calling the women in my Discord and my members every broke something in the book because he was going to Beyonce and they weren't. He didn't pay for his own ticket, first of all. Secondly, when it came to the flight, which was the last favor, I think, that I did for him, because again, I had told him when the concert rolls around, you could just use the flight credits from Los Angeles. So if we had gone to Los Angeles, he wouldn't have had no damn flight credits to use. So the flight credits, which was another time he proved to be very ungrateful, the flight credits that I had on my United app for him, he went into the app to book his trip to Houston with the credits. And I asked him if he booked the trip and if it was first class, because I was allowing him to use mine and his credits. Okay, so I had over $1,000 worth of credits for my flight, and it was over, I think, 500 for his. I asked him if he booked first class because I was expecting him to use my credits and his credits, but he said no, he didn't book that. He had to pay extra for that, but he said I barely was able to book the round trip. And so I'm like, you lucky you even getting these damn flight credits. What do you mean, like, barely? What do you mean? So he books the round trip to Houston. He goes to Houston. At this time, we not talking, right? When Beyonce rolls around and he actually goes, I'm getting these emails like, oh, you checked in for your flight. Oh, yada, 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 right? I'm thinking, oh, I guess he's gone to the concert. Nope. Where did Bougie's $400? This is why I say he owed me money. Among other things, where did Bougie's $500? Where did Bougie's $500 go? Where did it go? Where's the money that I sent for the concert tickets? Up the freaking girl's butt is where. Apparently, allegedly, she called him or texted him like a week or so before the show and said she not giving him the tickets because he owed her money, which made absolutely no sense because when his birthday rolled around in June, she sent all kind of groceries, a huge bottle of Taylor Port or some kind of drink. Okay, it was a big pint of alcohol. She sent that over to his crib, cake, cookies, all kinds of stuff that would have cost obviously over $100, maybe even $200. She spent all that money on him on his birthday, but then when the concert rolled around, she didn't let him go to the concert. I'm pissed because as much as he didn't piss me off, I sent my money for that concert. He should be at the concert, okay? And so I'm pissed. So I messaged the girl. She didn't read it, respond to it, nothing. But I messaged her and I said, I heard that you didn't allow him to go to the concert. Well, when it's time to send him his money back, please do forward it to me because that is my money, not his money. Now, apparently, this is another thing that I was told, was that when I sent the money, he was blaming me and saying that I didn't send the right amount. But I had told him general admission. So what do you mean I didn't send the right amount? Because I sent the amount for gen admission, right? And so it's not my fault that they want to sit in 7A or wherever the freak they want to sit, and you didn't have enough money for that. That's not my fault. If I tell you general admission, it's general admission. He had, between the time that they sold the tickets for the show to freaking, what was it, September or October, whenever the hell Beyonce's concert was in Houston, he had all that time to pull together $200 and couldn't do it. $200 in all those months and you couldn't do it to give to the girl, right? But what gags me about her sending the groceries on his birthday in June, if you were going to do that, why wouldn't you just put the money towards his ticket instead of robbing him of going to the damn concert over $200, right? But I don't, and then obviously he had his flight to Houston, but he ain't had no damn accommodation. So he ends up staying at one of my subscribers' house. Like, this is crazy. To get on the internet and talk about me any kind of way after everything that I've done for him is crazy. But I get this is the way the world is. I get that people are sick. I get that people have issues that they have not dealt with. I get that people need therapy. I get all these things. But it's not fair that he can get on the internet and slander me in that way and manipulate and say that I am a liar when he's the liar. Like, what do I have to gain from lying on him? He would bring nothing to my life lying on him. And so obviously the audio that he played in the video talks about the credit card fraud. So let's talk about it, because I have mentioned it on my channel already that I was hit back to back to back with credit card fraud. Well, what happened in this instance was one night in the middle of the night, I had just gone to bed. I had been watching an interview and I fell asleep. I don't even know if it was 3 o'clock in the morning, girl. It was late though, and my phone had a notification. My phone never goes off in the middle of the night, okay? Unless it's a demon on there. So my phone goes off in the middle of the night, and I remember waking up out of my sleep like, huh? And I pick up my phone, I see the time, I put it back down, and I go back to sleep, right? Because my phone just vibrated, just went zzz, right? So I don't look at the notification because I'm delirious. I just woke up. So when I wake up in the morning and I needed to do something in my credit card app, so I log into my credit card app to do something. I think I was checking if my payment posted. Yes, I was just doing a casual stroll through my damn accounts and checking if my payment posted to that account. And so when I checked to see if my payment posted, I see Comcast on there, a charge from Comcast. I haven't been charged for Comcast since I stopped paying for the internet. That's the other thing he didn't tell you guys. Or did he? I don't know. I was paying for his internet while he was not working for me. I had it on auto pay because he kept messing up the internet and not paying the bill and letting it pile up because he wasn't telling me, right? So I started paying it on auto pay to eliminate one of the stressors. I'm like, something is wrong, but whatever. I'm just gonna put it on auto pay because it's not that much money. I'm gonna put it on auto pay and pay for the internet. Now, once he was not working for me, the internet was still on auto pay. I didn't take it away from him because that was all he had. And he needed to make money somehow. He's uploading to YouTube. At this point, I think he's monetized because he got monetized in like December of 21, or was it 22? Don't matter. Got this one Christmas chap. So he got monetized, and thanks to a lot of help from my subscribers and me, okay, pushing the content undeservingly, very ungrateful. I was paying for his internet service at his house in Memphis, or his grandma's house in Memphis, up until his grandma decided she was going to leave him for dead. Now, I don't know if I can say that she left him for dead because his mom and his grandma tried to organize, allegedly, that's what he said, that he go live with his mother. But he chose to stay homeless because he didn't want to go on medication. But he needs medication, okay? So he didn't want to go on medication. So he decided he's saying F you to everybody. He's not going on the meds. I'm there co-signing it with him like an idiot, thinking he don't need no damn medication. When he do, I said, why don't you just like slip it up your sleeve? Like, don't take the medication, but go live with her, you know? So you're not homeless. Because his grandma was cutting off the water, she was cutting off the electricity, she was cutting off everything, okay, and moving out and leaving him there in the house. He became a squatter in the house, and all he had was the Wi-Fi and nothing else. I then sent a case of water to the house because he didn't have water, so that he could wash his tail, okay? Like, this is deep. This is deep. I sent water to the house because I'm like, you're gonna die of thirst and you're gonna stink. We don't need none of that. We don't need rigor mortis setting in. We don't need that. I sent water to the house via Uber Eats, okay? Like, I've sent food and groceries to the house many of times, whether it was because he ran out of food stamp or he lost his food stamp card. And I don't even know if it's true at this point. He probably never lost the food stamp card. He claimed that he left it in the girl's car and he never got it back. She spent like $20 on the food stamp card and disappeared on him. So I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know what's true, what's not. It don't matter at this point. All I know is nobody's gonna get on this damn internet on YouTube where I work. We're not gonna get into my office and lie on me. That's crazy. When I didn't do anything to him, all I did to him was literally love him and like pour into him and help him when he needed help, period. Like, that's all I did. And obviously I shouldn't have, because now I'm here. Now I'm telling a story that is like, what? And of course, again, he wanted attention. One of the reasons I never told this story to begin with was because I'm not giving nobody no clout, and I'm also not into bullying. I didn't want my people, my subscribers, to be going over there to do the whole drama thing. It's not cool. It's not cool to me. I am 31. I'm 10 years older than him. I know better, so I do better. I'm not gonna say he don't know better. He knows better. He chooses not to, and that's why he can't be around me, and that's just that, you know. And so, what other lies? Oh, so a big part of the reason that he, and I'm sorry if I've lost thought because I ranted about something, but a big part of the reason that he decided he's posting these videos, I shouldn't do posting because he posted it. A big part of the reason is because he claimed that I was talking about him privately, publicly, behind closed doors, behind the scenes. I'm doing all these things. Check the damn receipts. The first thing that was posted that I responded to in my Discord, because I wasn't going to give him attention online, okay, was when he did his video about Tamar Braxton, and he slipped it in the middle. But I had been told that that wasn't the only video that he had posted about me. I hadn't posted about him, right? And so when he did that, I'm like, he's just poking. He's looking for a reason to be able to do the video that he dropped the other day. That's crazy. But I knew what he wanted, so I wasn't going to give it to him. And so in my Discord, because, you know, he had mentioned my Discord in his video about Tamar Braxton, and he had said he knows that we're talking about him in there and yada yada yada. And so I'm like, huh? And so I'm confused because I wasn't. And if they were, I would know. I'm not on Discord all day long, right? But like the one day that I came into my Discord and they were talking about him, what did I say? I said, not y'all discussing demons in here. That's all I said. I didn't say nothing else. Okay? At that point, the girls in the Discord had no idea why he was no longer there. Well, most of them. Some of them knew and some of them didn't, because there's always new people coming into my Discord, right? I went on a 2-month hiatus. Some of you might remember, where I didn't post at all. It was silent. People were worried about me. Y'all were like, where is Bougie? Where is Bougie? Y'all want to send the troops out for me. And I'm like, girl, I'm fine. But I couldn't say anything because God instructed me not to. So I wasn't talking to anybody at that time except for my mama, Jesus, and my babies, okay? Nobody knew anything about me. While I was gone, which was, I think, August and September. It was either July, August, September, or August, September. Either way, I was MIA. Nobody knew anything. I was just MIA. I was gone for 2 months. In this time, all I did was pray, read my Bible, fast, spend time with God, just, you know, see where he was leading me to, right? Getting to know my creator, okay? So that's all I did in that time. Mind my business, okay? And while I was gone, the things that were happening in my Discord was insane. At this time, Jalen was still in my Discord because I didn't remove him as a friend as yet, and he was in my Discord. So when I came back to my Discord and they told me what was happening, my mouth was on the floor. So this video that he put out is not the first time he's tried to sabotage me. You cannot sabotage me. I am a child of God. You can't sabotage me. That's number one. Number two, in the Discord, he was telling them I'm not coming back, and they're taking his word. Some of them were taking his word for it because they thought that him and I were close, and they thought that he was still talking to me outside of the Discord, but he wasn't. But he was manipulating them and convincing them that he was. So he tells them I'm never coming back. So they need to get it through their thick heads, or they need to, I'm paraphrasing, they need to take the hint, okay? And also that they might as well go ahead and delete their memberships, okay? And the Discord. Like, stop using your membership and stop using the Discord. She's not coming back. This was in September of 2023. We had zero conversation, and he posted this in my Discord. The girls believed him. Like, this sabotage business is not the first time that he's done this. He's been plotting against me. So this whole entire situation is just very sad and ridiculous. And if he did this in my Discord, you know, while I was literally away, like, just imagine all the other stuff that he was doing behind my back. Who told him that? I don't know. So if you remember, out of nowhere, I dropped a Telfar giveaway. God was getting ready to allow me to be back on the tube. So me and God had planned this thing. This is what I'm planning while I'm away. And the day that I come back to post about the giveaway, because I was just saying thank you guys. Like, thank you for all those that stuck around and understood. Like, I wouldn't just disappear on you guys for no reason, and I wouldn't just not come back. Like, I was just saying thank you. Here's a pink purse. You know what I mean? I was announcing my scavenger hunt, and in my comments on YouTube, in like the hidden section that like restricts the comments, there was a comment there that was saying the things that I was told when I got back. And so I was like, what? They were saying that, you know, I'm not coming back and yada yada yada. I'm like, this is why God had me do this now. Because who said that? Who said I wasn't coming back? Like, why is the devil out here? Who is lying on my good name like this? Like, what? Okay. So the girls that were really like my my ace boon coons, like they really, like, honestly, I'm not gonna cry. You guys, I will never forget. I will never freaking forget how you guys stood by me when I was MIA. That's on period. We're not crying though. So I'm gonna just wipe these little crocodile tears away, okay, before I turn into the damn Chelsea. Hold on, let me get rid of them. Obviously, I lost a lot of subscribers at the time. Not even subscribers. I lost a lot of members during that hiatus. But the girls that were tapped in with the Holy Spirit, they knew I was coming back. And they knew that if I was just going up and leave, it was for a reason. And it was. I come back, the Discord tells me that. They also tell me he was threatening people in there, threatening to blow their brains out, threatening, calling people out of their names. Always, that was a common theme, just like he apparently did in the video. That's why I didn't watch it, because like, I don't swear, and I'm not gonna listen to somebody calling me every B in the freaking universe, everything but a child of God, when I know the truth. Like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm all about protecting my peace. That's why I'm just trying to make a corset. When I want to make a corset, I'm trying to maybe do a Bo's Bakery. I'm trying to do some clothing content. I'm trying to watch these shows and give y'all some reviews. That's all I want to do. Drink my tea and I'm a business girl. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. Not tea, coffee, but sometimes tea. Obviously, distractions happen, and this is one of them. When I come back and they tell me that for me is what hurt me the most, because that happened long before he messaged me on while I was away on more than one occasion. During my hiatus, he messaged me and asked me to post or promote his GoFundMe and his Amazon wish list. And I said to him, I don't know when that will be because I'm not posting at the moment. So I'm just telling him as soon as I get back, I can post it, but I can't post it right now because how does that look to y'all? How does that look me asking you guys for money and I haven't for him, and I haven't said, hey y'all, a little hiatus here, I'll be back soon, forgive me, like whatever the hell I was supposed to say. I haven't said anything to my subscribers, so why would you expect me to post? And he got really mad at that, sent me this Shaquille O'Neal gift, like this sarcastic, like, gift. Like, he was very upset that I wouldn't post his stuff, but I'm like, I'm not posting. I owe the girls content. They're paying. I cannot post a GoFundMe right now, and I cannot post a freaking Amazon wish list right now to the same women that you've been disrespecting. Like, I can't do it, not right now. Okay, when I come back, I'll post it, but not right now, period. Right? Because at that time I didn't know about the disrespect. But he didn't like that, and that's the last time he messaged me until he defrauded my credit card. And when he defrauded my credit card, I had said something to someone, and they went to go cuss him out. And I was very upset because I'm like, I didn't ask you to do that. Why would you do that? I didn't ask you to do that. I said I wasn't going to say anything to him. I wanted him to find out via Comcast or whoever. I wasn't going to say anything to him. Why would you do it? So I got very upset with her for saying something. She apologized to me. It was what it was. When that happened, he texts me out of the blue and says, you must have lost my number. You must have lost your damn mind, texting me like that. What the hell are you talking about? I must have lost your number. I don't owe you a phone call. I don't owe you a text because I didn't do anything. And you are the one that has grievances, but have told everybody except for me. Like, I helped him do so many things to help better his life, and every time I would help him, he would go behind my back and talk crap about the help that I was giving him. How do you speak evil on my good? That's crazy, right? So when it came to the job letter, it's not a real job letter. He's Legion, okay? Like, he's Legion. He wanted a job letter. I was more than willing to freaking sign it because it's like, child, he needed an apartment. He got 4 months. Okay, they paid 4 months in advance for him. That's a lot of time to get it together so that you can pay your way. Also, at that time, I was thinking he was still going to be working for me. I didn't know all this disrespect behind the scenes was happening. Of course, I'm going to sign the job letter because he was going to have a job once I got back to posting regularly. Okay, so he wants help with the job letter, but I just moved. I have a million things going on. I'm busy. I'm a mother of 3. Like, I'm not going to do everything for him. I already put him on food stamps. I got to wipe your booty too. Like, I'm not doing everything. Make the job letter. I will sign it. If they need to call me, they can have my number, whatever. But just write the job letter. I'm busy and I will sign it. Period. There's nothing wrong with that. People are losing their mind over this voice recording. Well, y'all didn't deal with the crap that I was dealing with for the whole damn time that I was dealing with the crap that I was dealing with. Like, literally. So every receipt that he tried to pull is out of context. Like, it's so ridiculous. And then I believe I saw a comment trying to say that I didn't just move because I moved in March and this was all the way in like September or something. I don't freaking know. How am I saying that I just moved? I'm sorry. I didn't move up the street. I moved to a whole new country. It's going to take me some time to settle in. Like, I literally settled in after a year. There's a lot to be done when you move to a whole new country. If you've never done it before, obviously you're not going to know that. But I could take 2 years to settle in. I'm still not even settled in. I don't have no patois accent that I could be using at the damn market. Like, I'm not settled in. I'm still not settled in. But I'm settled enough now after being here for 1 year as of tomorrow. What was I talking about? So then do the job letter. Do the pay stubs. Okay, first of all, he tried to say I did the job letter. I didn't do the job letter. He did the job letter because I didn't have time. And he sent it back to me. He sent it to me. I looked at it. Everything was spelled wrong. I said, are you guys Tweedledum and Tweedledee? Like, what's happening? Why is the job letter looking like this? I told you what to put on it. I gave you a template. How do you mess it up? Messed up my email, Chosmaholics. Like... messed up my email, everything, okay? Did everything wrong on the damn thing. I edited it, I sent it back, I give him the damn pay stub, and he goes to get the apartment. Okay, fine. Fast forward, he needs the lights cut on in the apartment. And at first he thought it was gonna be like $100, but it was only like 55. Now, at this point, again, he's not working for me. Work relationship is over. We just dogs at this point, right? And if you need help, I'm gonna help him. Kind of like what was happening before I employed him. So, says he needs just $55, and I was more than happy because I'm like, okay, he's getting it together. He got the secure apartment. He's doing what he needs to do, you know. I like it. Picasso, right? I like it. So I'm going to help again because if I see that you're putting in the work, I'm going to help you. That's exactly why I helped him push his channel, because I saw that he was dedicated to that. You know, if you are dedicated to it and I see that you have passion for it, I'm going to help you. And so he needed the lights cut on. He said it has to be cut on within 3 days of him moving in. And it was 55 USD. Okay, cool. Well, again, Canadian money. So I have a mutual person at this point that sends him money for me, and I e-transfer her back the money. This is also why it looks like I didn't pay him, because a lot of the time that I had to send him money for anything, or if he needed anything, I would get her to send it for me because she's in Canada, and it would be easier for her to use her PayPal because I couldn't log into mine. I would e-transfer her the money and she would send it to him via PayPal. To send him 55 American dollars, it cost me 100 Canadian dollars. That's the conversion, okay? Because not only are you sending the money, you have to pay the transfer fee from PayPal on that day that you're sending the money. So whatever the fee is that day, okay, whatever little fees they have, you gotta pay. It used to be free, child. So I was shocked when they started charging out the yin yang for it. But child, it used to be free. Or maybe it's because of the type of PayPal account she has. I don't know. Either way, to send him the $55, it was $100 for me, and or almost 100. And so when I sent him the money and he received it from her, when he received the money, do you know what he said to her? She could have sprinkled a little extra $7 on there or something. Huh? You ungrateful rat? Like, what are you talking about? Sprinkle what extra? I did. That's the craziest part. I had actually sprinkled $5 extra on there because I said maybe he hungry, child. So I put $5 extra on there, and he gonna tell her I could have sprinkled extra money, and she had to literally tell him she did put money on there. And then I had to break it down to him how much money it cost me to send him that money. It costs a lot of damn money to send just $50, okay, over there. And I said 60 because I figured maybe he'd go to McDonald's to get the value meal, whatever, okay, and it was $1 over there. But he was ungrateful. And that was constant. I helped him with the job letter. He had a problem with it. I helped him and telling people that I was taking long and he was at the leasing office and yada, yada, yada. I have a life. I have a life. I said, babies. Hell. At that point, I was in Jamaica for I don't even know how many months. And like, child, I'm not worried about no damn job letter. I'm sorry. I'm not. I can't do everything for a grown able-bodied person that is also refusing to work, because when we all would tell him he needs to get a job, he'd cuss us out and call us by his mother's name and cuss us out and get us off his line. You know, that was my final straw. And then I was like, I would never help him again. I think that actually happened before Houston, because I had already told him I would give him the credits, I just let him have them because I'm a woman of my word. Period. You could never check me for that. You could never come out here calling me a liar, thief, nothing. That's not my body, okay? That's not my body. It's not my body. I'm sorry. It's not. I'm not even sorry. It's not. And nobody's going to pretend like it is. And nobody's going to try to convince y'all that that's what happened when it didn't. Like, it's actually sick and twisted because I obviously heard that he also put in like my low moments, but I'm used to stuff like that. My own sister did that, so I'm used to it, okay? I'm used to it. But I already told that story. I was very low, okay? I was ready to get ASAP, okay? I was done, right? I was going through a lot. But I am a mother of 3 children dealing with some crazy stuff, period. So what was his excuse? He didn't want to work a real job? What was his excuse for his depression? You living for free. You getting food sent to you from every Tom, Dick, and damn Harry. What are you complaining about? You working on your belly all day. You smoking for free all day. Like, what are you doing? Why are you angry? You live La Vida Loca. Like, I said, I wish I could get 4 months paid off my damn rent. Where they do that at? Memphis? Where they do that at? I wish I could get that. I said, you are so blessed and you don't even recognize it. I said that in tags. Out of everything that happened, the thing that hurt me the most was the time that he went into my Discord and told them I wasn't coming back. That stung me to my core. And the other thing that he went on in his video to say was that I have this victim mentality. I don't have a victim mentality. This happened to me. It is what it is. It is what it is. Did you go into the Comcast and charge my card for your internet after we were no longer friends? Yes. So what's going on? You know how he knew it was wrong? He changed the password. Because when I saw the notification, I'm like, oh, maybe they did it. But they explained to me what happened when I got on the phone with Comcast. Okay? They explained to me what happened when I got on the phone with Comcast. And my card was used as a payment plan. That's why it wasn't the regular amount that came out. It was $50-something from Comcast. I said, what is this? And so I get on the phone with them. And the only reason I was able to get into his account once I got on the phone with Comcast was because I had his SSN, okay, from signing him up for food stamps, because I couldn't get in the account with just his phone number and his name. And the address. I needed to have something else, a form of ID, and I happened to have his SSN. Another divine appointment. So I had his SSN, and I provided it to the guy, and I recorded the conversation with Comcast on my iPad. Sure did, okay? And they confirmed, and he used my credit card. I live in a different country, so I had to jump through hoops to get a new card to the new country. He really inconvenienced me when he did that, and it was so unnecessary. And I had just been defrauded. Girl, it was a lot. Like, it was a lot. I think it's cute when people try to say that I have victim mentality, whatever the hell you say. Ciao. In every story time that I've told, I've taken accountability for or said, this is what I could have done differently in this situation. If there is that. I'm a very analytical person. I'm somebody that's always going to be thinking in my head, like, could I have done something different here? I'll ask my damn therapist, what do you think, girl? Like, that's how I am. So I'm not the victim complex minded person. he is, because everything was, whoa, it's me, I'm hungry, I need smoke, I need food, can you send me this? My last order on damn Uber Eats was to Papa John's, or from Papa John's. Ain't no Papa John's in no damn Jamaica. Okay, ain't no Uber Eats in Jamaica. Let's start there. I was buying him food and I wasn't paying him in food. And I think somebody told me that in the video he said he was gonna buy the food anyway, but he wanted the cash. Like, sir, I asked him, do you want food, cash, groceries? I'm very lax. Very lax. If he wanted cash, I would send the cash. If he wanted food, I would send the food. If you're giving me a sob story about you're hungry, but you want cash, you're just sending me the wrong sob story. You're sending me the wrong sob story, because I'm just going to order the food because it's easier for me to just send you the damn food. To say that I was trying to pay him in food is crazy instead of cash. Like, that's bull. Like, it's absolutely bull. It's asinine, okay? And it pisses me off because I'm just like, really? You weren't asking for the food? You weren't always hungry? This man is blowing through $400 worth of damn food stamp groceries. $400 worth of damn food stamp groceries. Because he won't buy rice and he won't buy freaking like pasta. I'm like, buy some rice. There's so many meals you can make. And then the next time you get food stamps, you just got to buy maybe some meat and put it aside. He overeats, doesn't want to buy the things that are going to stretch, doesn't know how to stretch the money, and then is blaming other people. Blaming me for his failed Beyonce trip is crazy. Blaming me for when I paid for the flight to even go, blaming me for everything that's gone wrong in his life is an issue that stems from his abandonment issues due to the way that his mother and his grandmother have dealt with him over the last however many years. I was there for many of those fights on the phone with his grandma, and it was painful. There is nothing like a mother's love, and if you don't have it, I understand why you would act this way, and that's on period. Okay, and so I think because I stepped in as a mother figure unintentionally, girl, I think because I stepped in and I was doing more for him than they did, especially in this hard time in his life, he's gonna be very upset and be throwing a temper tantrum when I decide to chuck the deuce because of the way that he behaves. But if he told his own mother, or sorry, told me that he's not telling his mama he's unemployed, how he gonna get back on the damn internet and tell y'all that I owe him money if he's unemployed?
Unemployed, but I was still sending money all the way up until the 8th month. We have multiple payments in May. We have June, multiple payments. Multiple payments in July. And we have one in August. Unemployed, not working for me, but still was sending the money to Mary to send to him.
I don't make money if I don't work. So if I'm not working and you're my editor, you're not going to get paid. You need to apply at the damn Wendy's. You need to apply at the damn McDonald's. You need to apply at the damn Papa John's since you like to eat there so damn much. I mean, I've sent him like $80 worth of food. I've sent him $46 worth of food. I've sent him so much damn food because he was always hungry. I have sent groceries. I sent water. I've sent clothes. Okay, I put clothes on his back. I went into my local Walmart when I was shopping for my children and I bought him a couple shirts because I was tired of seeing the same old rinky-dink shirts and damn stanky hoodie in his video every damn week. Okay, I said, you need to, if you're gonna do YouTube for real, you need to have a little bit more, oomph. Okay, I bought him some graphic tees. I sent them over in the damn post. I also had ordered him a shirt, I think for his album release part. No, was that it? Not the album release. I had also sent him a shirt for something else. I think I ordered it off of Amazon or Walmart.com. Something like, if he needed clothes, I will buy it. Okay, I was a glorified sugar mama. Of course you're gonna be mad when your sugar mama stops giving out the damn funds. I'd be mad too. Because how do you fumble a bag this good? How do you fumble a bag this good? These people keep fumbling me and it's too funny. It's too funny. Like, Look how much content I've pushed out since I've settled in. Look how much content he could have been editing for me. He would have been back getting paid. Not a problem. But I don't make the rules. God does. I'm gonna do a Q&A because I don't know. I didn't watch his video and I didn't take notes. Somebody was taking notes for me. Shout out to Dom. But like, she couldn't get through the video. She's only 20 minutes in. All these hours later, she's only 20 minutes in because it was hard to hear because she already knew what had happened, seeing the physical receipts. So I'm going to insert receipts in this video. However, during the question and answer, I will also have my phone, and when you guys ask me certain questions, I will pull up receipts and show them on camera live, okay? So that's what we're going to do. This is my story. I'm tired of being used and abused. It's not going to happen again because nobody's getting close to me again. Honestly, I'm sick of it. The only people that have been loyal to me are my like day ones. Like my best friend that I always talk about, she's like the most solid person I know. My mama, okay? And that's about it. Those are like my, but I don't think I'll get close to anybody else because I can't go through this again. And even if I do get close to somebody again, I'm not going to pay their way. I'm not going to be nice and generous and give them any help that they might need, because he was really just living off of me and expecting me to foot the bill for everything. And when it got taken away so abruptly, he didn't know how to adjust. So he starts making up stuff and calling it true. Even when people are correcting him, he's telling them F you. So this was a long time coming. It's honestly no hate to him. It's YouTube. It's childish. It is what it is. If he decides he's going to put out videos about me, it is what it is. I know how I was and who I am and what I've done for him, and I would never even throw that in his face. That's why there has been no conversation, because it really is not for me to reach out to him. If he reached out to me and said, Bougie, before this, if he said, Bougie, I want to talk to you, I'm really having trouble, maybe we can come to some kind of agreement, arrangement, or even if he had come to me after the fact, okay, and was like, I just moved in, I see your YouTube has picked back up, I know you're great, whatever, is it possible that you can help me out with this just one last time, just give me like a lump sum of money? I would have helped him. He could have asked me for $1,000. He could have asked me for $1,500, and I would have given it to him if he wasn't a snake. But that's not where we're at, And so he never messaged me not one time to be like, can we talk about things? Or, I had these problems with you. And I would have been all ears. Even when I found out about the video, I was like, does this man need a conversation? I wasn't going to reach out to him, but I said, does this man need a conversation? Because I'm willing to have a conversation. If he's going to reach out to me, I would have had a conversation with him, but he didn't reach out to me, and I'm not going out of my way to reach out to somebody that's been disrespecting me, stealing from me, doing the most. Like, how you going to act like the Comcast situation was an accidental situation, but you changed the password so I couldn't log in to take my card off? Like, huh? Like, I literally had to wait almost a month to get my new card. Like, a month. I have 3 kids. Like, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable! This is unacceptable. I don't know if there's anything else that, I need to say, but like I said, just come on over to the live and we can settle the score. And one more thing that I wanted to address was that my girls told me that he was manipulating the timeline. So he would show a screenshot that would show like February, and then show another screenshot that didn't happen until October, but the date would be cut off. So you're still thinking in your head that this happened in February when it happened in October. That is crazy. If you were telling a story about somebody and you're not lying, you don't need to do all that. So that's pretty much what was happening in his video. So the timeline is very messed up. And if the timeline is messed up, everything else is not going to fall into play. Me coming back to Discord, or me talking in the Zoom about what happened, that happened way late last year. And it only happened because he was posting on YouTube about me in his membership, and then in the Tamar Braxton video. I guess because those times didn't work when he was trying to like poke the bear, he decided he had to go full throttle, right? And I get it, rent's due. I get it, because I get it, right? But I think that's a little crazy. And the other thing was the MacBook. There is no receipt because it did not happen. I never promised this man no damn MacBook. MacBook where? I have a million text messages from him trying to push a MacBook on me, trying to plant the seed that he would like a MacBook, but it never happened because I never said I was buying him no damn MacBook. And we weren't even talking by the time December of this year rolled around. So why would he get a MacBook from me? But also, even the last year was my big Christmas. It was just about me and my mom and my kids, and I did my haul, and that wasn't the time either. I've searched my text messages because I'm like, did I tell this man that? No, I did not. He was constantly saying MacBook with this freaking, the whimpering emoji, or like the puppy dog eye emoji. MacBook. Everything was MacBook. He wanted MacBook. And then his screen breaking on his MacBook just the way mine did. And I'm just like, sir. So then he sold his food stamps to get a new MacBook, right? Or a new laptop so that he could continue to edit. But like, how are you the editor? You don't have a computer and you don't have the internet. You don't have a computer and you don't have internet. You don't have a cord or a charger for the laptop. How are you editing? So like, nothing that he said in his video makes any sense. Like, it's all without context, and it's all some BS, and it's all against me. So of course I'm gonna say something now, right? But like, it's really unfortunate, and this is obviously not how I wanted it to go or end. And like I said, I would still been open to a conversation if he had reached out to me. I never promised him any MacBook, and I don't know how the text message that he even used about the MacBook even equates to that, because I bought a MacBook for myself. I replaced my MacBook from 2016, and I bought an iMac at the same time, because sometimes I like to edit in my bed and sometimes I want to edit on the computer, or at the desk. So I bought a MacBook for myself and I bought an iMac for myself. I won't talk about no damn MacBook for him. And even if I was, he wasn't deserving of it, clearly, okay? So this is just another entitled person showing their entitlement. And I'm not falling for the okie dokie, and y'all can fall for it if you want to, but I was conned. The girls on my Discord were conned, disrespected, whatever you want to call it. Fake supporters of me supporting his content now, and so giddy and happy that he has made this video about me, and they're in the comments eating it up, and it's all lies. And I'm just like, oh child, I would be careful who you put your mouth on, okay? Because, well, I'm not gonna say much else, but I think it's actually a little crazy. I do. Yeah, and I forgive you guys if you attacked me yesterday or are still planning to attack me today. That's really not between me and you. It's between you and God. And so you can take it up with him, because you're not gonna take it up with me ever. I don't know you. So yeah, I love you all so much, and I'll definitely see you in the live.